be doing the play-by-play action for tonight's game, along with me, Randy Lefrowski, High-Ed teacher, also a social studies teacher at Cotter High School. We're about a minute away from tip-off here tonight at Talbot Gym. I might mention Cotter is 3-0 in the league. They defeated Lourdes, Stewartville, and Pacelli in conference play. On the other hand, the Tigers has also played 3 conference games, losing to Stewartville, Caston Manorville, and also Lourdes. So Randy, I'm sure we're probably going to see the typical Cotter man-to-man defense right away. Is that are we going to see that? Or?
I believe we'll see a man-to-man most of the ball game tonight, and we'll try to pressure the ball as best we can, force them to start their offense high again. Kind of the same thing as we had last week. We were playing on a much bigger floor again. This is a college floor, but a little different setting. The shooting backgrounds are a little better. It doesn't seem as spacious as it did last week, but there'll be an adjustment period there also tonight. But I think could be Jim Galkowski again tonight. Ability to hit the outside shot and maybe open up the inside game for us. So should be a real interesting ball game.
Interesting you mentioned Galkowski. He fouled out last ball game. He had 5 fouls. I'd imagine that's going to be more important in conference games than it would be a non-conference game.
Well, I think it's very important tonight that Jim stay out of foul trouble because we need his outside shooting to loosen up that zone.
And now we'll have the Cotter High School band playing the national anthem. Starting lineup for tonight's game for Lake City, the Tigers. The junior Bill Dahlman. His counterpart tonight at the guard position will be 32 Steve Bramer. Bramer, a senior from Lake City. Forward number 42 Jim Winheiser will be in the starting lineup for the Tigers also tonight. John Balo, he's a senior, one of 2 seniors they have in the starting lineup. And Jim Seward, senior, 6'1", one of their biggest guys, as you mentioned before, Randy. They don't have too much height out there.
They're a pretty small lineup, and it'll be important for us to rebound hard tonight. Get as many offensive boards early as we can and go from there.
Now for the Winona Cotter Ramblers, they'll be the home team tonight. Number 15 of Eileen. One of the quicker ball handlers that Cotter Ramblers have on their team.
Real quick ball player.
Bailey, 21, will also be in the semi-guard position.
He'll be running the point guard. He'll be running that point guard, running the offense tonight.
One of the big men that's scoring for the Ramblers, number 31, Jim Kalkowski.
And probably the real leader of the team, the man that people look to on the team.
Jeff Glowacki comes in for the Ramblers, also another fine player. And their center, Joel Bergeson, was into the game.
The key tonight, how many offensive boards he gets, and if he can take some of that pressure off the outside shooting, but really establish an inside game for us.
Referees for tonight's game will be Bob Ellis and Bill Leonard. We're almost set here for the tip-off. Randy, what's the injury situation looking like our buddy. There's a couple ankle problems, too.
I am not sure if Mark Drexel will see some action tonight or not. I think both boys are ready to go, but you'd like to not play him as long as you possibly can and let him heal him up. So I don't know what Coach O'Brien will do tonight.
Already in Elvis Gym at Winona State University. And there's a tip-off taken by Berkeley Galkowski right away. They waste no time. That's what Randy said, 2-3 zone defense.
They're going to play the 2-3 zone, and they'll play two quick guards out top and really pressure you tough.
Rebound taken there by number 50, John Balo, for the Tigers. So they're hitting the boards early on that first shot by Cotter. Still early here to go. Shot taken there by Bremer, but that's no good. Balo knocked it out of bounds.
Well, I think Lake City had a good opportunity for an offensive board there. We didn't do a very good job of blocking out. And I hope that is the trend for tonight, but I think it's a little early yet. But that's one thing you want to do is give up that offensive board.
How important it is to get those good leads right away.
Yes, it is. It makes the ball game a lot easier if you can get out to that early, quick lead.
Galkowski will be throwing the ball in for the Ramblers. Kylie driving the lane there. Kylie tried to feed it inside to Joel there, Randy.
Trying to force the ball, but that zone is tough to get inside on. It's awful tough. They pack it in pretty tough.
Wittenheiser with the ball. That's Balo at the top post. Fakes the jumper, and Joel Bergerson gets his hands on it to block that one.
I don't think he's going to shoot the ball over Joel. Kind of a forced shot.
First substitution early in the ball game as Tony Speltz comes in to replace Ty Lee.
I think this is Coach O'Brien was talking about turnovers. We had an early turnover there on the pass from Hine. I think he's going to make a commitment to see if he can do something about these turnovers. If you make the good pass, or maybe you come out.
Cotter once again known for their patient offense. Galkowski with the shot, no good. And the ball goes off Glowacki, and it's Tiger ball.
Oh, a little out of rhythm right now. I think that was a forced shot on Jim's part also. Both offenses need to settle down a little bit.
Wittenheiser with the shot, no good. And finally, Tyler Glowacki with the rebound. Galkowski over to Maley. That's Phelps at the top of the key. Glowacki with the shot. No good. Rebound by Bergerson. His shot is also no good, but he was fouled on the play.
I think right there is one of the real keys of tonight's ball game, whether we're able to get the second and third shots against that much smaller lineup. Lake City does a good job of boxing out, but sometimes it's hard to box out a man who's 5 inches taller, and so I think that'll be a real key, and see if that trend continues. It might be a real determining factor in the outcome of the ball game.
Bergerson now at the line shooting 2 for Cotter. His shot's good. The foul was on John Balo, the big senior forward for the Tigers. Second shot in and out. Loose ball. And we'll have a...
I think we might have gotten away with a foul there with a reach in. The official had his back to that one, and that happens sometimes. They're not in position all the time.
Ferguson with the shot, no good. Tipped around. Taken there by Bremer. But there's going to be a foul. on Cotter's Tony Spells. That'll be his first one.
Well, I think they might have evened it up. I thought it looked like Joel might have got fouled in that jump shot, but those things have a way of evening out through the ball game, so it's kind of hard to say one way or the other.
Dahlman now inbounding the ball for the Tigers. Maley guarding him. Good defense by Golkowski. Glowacki with the steal, but he loses it again.
That was over and back.
Over and back there by Jim Seward.
And the backcourt violation. He touched the ball in the front court and carried over the backcourt. That's a good call by the official there. He's right on top of that.
First substitution for Lake City. Number 54, Brent Rothgarden. Into the ball game, Jim Seward checks out.
Looks like a big football player. He'll take up a little room inside, I'm sure.
Senior. So you won't have to see him next year. Golkowski shot finally the first bucket of the ball game for Cotter.
It took a long time. I think you see there, it took us almost 3.5 minutes to score, and that shows you how tough Lake City plays that defense. You've got to be very patient and take your time, and it's tough defense. They play it well.
Wittenheiser open right underneath for a quick bucket.
Nice play, nice play. He set a double screen low and hit the open man, and he made that layup.
Now a 1-point ball game. Cotter leads it 3-2 early. I should say early, halfway through the first quarter. Moving the ball around pretty quick. What you got to do in a 2-3 zone is move that, get the ball around.
Well, one of the keys against the zone is not to dribble the ball, pass the ball. Pass the ball to beat the zone.
Golkowski shot no good, but Jeff Glowacki scores for Cotter.
Another offensive rebound, and it's going to sound like we're harping on the same thing over and over, but it's a fundamental of the game, the offensive rebound.
Determination is what it was on Jeff Glowacki's part to pick the ball up off the ground and put it up in the bucket.
Good hustle. It's a good box out.
That's Rothgarden with the ball, the big center. Turned around by Wittenheiser. That's his fourth point. He's got all the Lake City points so far. Speltz now driving the lane. He puts up a shot. That's good. 2 points.
Good penetration by Tony. And any scoring from Tony is really a plus. He's not a player you look to score, so any scoring from him is a big plus for the offense.
A nice job by splitting the seams there.
Right.
And getting the about 10-footer there.
I think Wittenheiser is really causing us some problems inside. He's gotten the ball down low a couple of, much shorter than Glowacki. He's causing us some trouble. He's getting good position inside, and it's tough.
That was Glowacki's first foul of the game, Randy. You mentioned earlier he's kind of the man that's been in the foul trouble for the Ramblers.
Right. He has a history of foul trouble, and he managed to avoid it last week, and we need that. We have people come off the bench and play, but you like to see a player learn as he goes along what things he can get away with and what he can't.
Jim Wittenheiser's got the fifth Lake City point, but he fails on the second one. Golkowski now with the ball. That's Bailey. Speltz drives the baseline. Nice move by Tony.
Nice move by Tony. Good head fake, and like I said, that's something we don't expect from Tony, so it's a big plus. He's got 4 points already tonight.
Wittenheiser, the big scorer for the Tigers, has the ball. That's Balow, excuse me. John Balow. Bill Dahlman with the long shot. That's no good. Rebound, but looks like it's going to be a foul on Cotter's drum.
Wittenheiser's playing a fine ball game. He was inside, and they caught Bergeson going over the back.
The third team foul, so Cotter getting a few of those early fouls in the first quarter that you kind of don't like to see.
Well, we're doing a good job on the offensive boards, but the most important boards are the defensive boards. We've kind of gone to sleep on that.
Balo with the shot. That's up and in. John Balo, a senior forward. 2-point choke checked into the ball game. Jeff Glowacki went to sit on the bench for a breather. Galkowski shots up and in. They're being able to penetrate in the 2-3 zone and get the baseline, and that's the kind of things you want in 2-3 zone.
Well, yeah,
you don't have to take those long shots.
Right. Penetration against the zone really makes a lot of things happen. I'm kind of surprised we're able to do that, but I think we're probably a little bit quicker out top than what Lake City is, and that's really going to help us out if we can continue to do that.
Galkowski with the block there. The ball goes in the other Tiger zone. Bremer with the ball. He hits Balo now. That's the high score for the Tigers. Man-to-man defense by Cotter. Windheiser shot, but rebound taken by Galkowski, but it looks like he dribbled the ball right on the line.
We had two men there and kind of fighting each other for the ball. And that's a turnover. We had the ball and lost it out of bounds, so that would go as another turnover.
To Balo. Dahlman with the ball. Kaiser shot's no good. However, Steve Bremer comes up with the rebound and Tigers stay alive. Just 4 seconds left to go in the quarter. Long shot. Switcher by Bill Dahlman.
Bill Dahlman's a very good shooter. He can make that shot.
So the score after one quarter, Winona Cotter only up by 2, 11-9, Randy, and 2-point lead for Cotter as Group W cable coverage of we'll continue after these messages.
You know, when you have 60 years of experience in providing nothing but the best in family entertainment, people expect a lot from you. And when you have the fastest growing premium service in the history of cable television, people are really going to expect a lot. But when you're the Disney Channel, people know they'll get the finest in quality programming. So turn to the Disney Channel. It's family entertainment you can trust.
Winona Glove Factory Outlet is here to help you enjoy your skiing this winter and stay warm while you do it. With Hot Fingers, gloves from Wells Lamont, Dolphin ski gloves, and Conroy gloves and mittens. Cold ears are no fun. Warm them up with snow blazers. Knit headwear of high bulk Orlon in 8 great colors. Don't forget that old standby rag wool knit caps, with or without pom-pom. No matter what your winter sport, everyone needs to stay warm. Do it with hats, gloves, and mittens from Winona Glove Factory Outlet.
Back for second quarter action. Cotter only leads by 2, Randy, 11-9.
Well, I think the game went pretty much as we expected. A good, tough defense on both teams and not much offensive output yet. And I think it's going to stay pretty much the same way unless one team really gets hot.
Tigers with the ball now. They have a chance to tie the ball game early on with a long shot right before the end of the first quarter. Bring the Tigers within 2 points. Another long shot. Dahlman, hot shooter.
Bill Dahlman is a very good shooter. I've seen him play from freshman ball on up, and he can make that shot consistently. You need to get someone in his face to get a hand up and contest the shot.
Galkowski didn't find any room at the baseline. He hits Maley, who brings it back at the top of the key. Shot by Maley. 2 more points for Matt.
Nice shot by Matt. He can hit that shot consistently also. Shot by Dahlman once again. He's got 6 straight points now to tie the game, 13 all. I really think the tempo of the game is working out to Lake City's advantage right now. It's a low-scoring ball game. They're contesting every shot, and both teams need to really have patient offense right now.
Galkowski right up the middle. 2 more points. He's driving that lane.
Well, we've got penetration in the middle. We're a little bit quicker out front than the 2 Lake City guards are right now, and we're able to take advantage of that, and we just have to do more of it, I guess, right now.
Dahman, long shot, free throw line. No good. Rebound there by Cotter. Phelps drives the lane. He had the shot blocked, and Velo with the rebound by the Tigers. Winheiser has the ball stolen from Kevin Choke. Good hands by Kevin.
Yeah, nice quick hands by Kevin.
Shot by Choke's no good. Rebound taken there by Bill Dahman, who gets his hands on it.
The game is really played at Lake City's tempo right now. And unless we get hot and we start playing a little more patient offense, it's going to be a nip and tuck ball game all the way.
Winheiser with the shot. That's good. That's his 7th point of the ball game. Cotter decides to take a timeout. 4:55 to go, Randy, and they're having success driving the lane, like you said earlier on. That's, I think, what Lake City's going to have to take advantage to if they're going to widen any type of a lead, I would think.
Well, I think we have to exploit that zone as best we can, but yet we're really not doing the job defensively right now, giving up a few too many offensive boards. And you look at a shot chart, I think you see Lake City's shots, with the exception of Dahman's shot at the end of the first quarter, have come pretty much from around the lane within the 15 to 10-foot mark. And those are good shots, and you're making them right now. And this is a typical Cotter Lake City ball game. Both teams played a good defense. Both teams hopefully try to play air-free ball. But you find that both players get very intense, and this is just the type of game that you'd expect.
You can't tell that one of these teams are 0-3 so far, with 4:55 left to go in the second quarter in the conference.
Well, really, records go out the window when you play Cotter and Lake City. When you go back to the Randy Brewers and the Mark Bamaniks and the Mark Dunbars, the Pat Kennedys, the Jay Carrolls, and the other people, you throw the records out the window because it gets very intense, and it's a great rivalry. It's a friendly rivalry, and Coach Snyder is just a tremendous coach, and of course Coach Nett and now Coach O'Brien are tremendous people, and so it's something you look forward to as a coach, just to be a part of it.
Jerry Snyder, the head coach of Lake City. This is his 15th year, so he's been part of many of these rivalries.
Well, he's taken teams to the state with Randy Brewer. He took a team to the state with... I have a tremendous amount of respect for Coach Snyder and Leo Fausch, his assistant. They do a tremendous job, and you have to be prepared if you're going to beat them. You just can't come out and hope to beat them just by going through the motions.
Kostomski's now in the game for Cotter. Galkowski saves the ball, deflecting over to Jamie before it could have a turnover. Galkowski with the ball, he had it stolen. That's Bill Dahman, who was sure is going to take a jumper, and he swishes it.
All the momentum, it's Lake City's way now. We're letting them in the ball game. They're going to get a lot of confidence. They're going to make the job a lot harder.
Not too often you find Cotter behind, especially this season. Very fine season Cotter's had, 7-1 overall, coming in a nice ball game. Ferguson tries to go inside with it, but he's got 2 or 3 guys right around him.
Well, they're packing the zone in now. We haven't got the ball inside at all, and especially since early in that first quarter. And we got to have to really move the ball a lot quicker, quit the dribbling the ball, and make good passes. Turnover on the wing hurt us the last time with Dahman with the steal and made the nice jump shot.
Joel with the tip right to Galkowski, so the Ramblers retain possession down at their own end. Galkowski drives the base. Ferguson with the rebound, 2 points for Joel.
That's what we have to have. We have to be a little bit more aggressive on the boards, I think. We're not in foul trouble. It seems like the officials are letting them play, so I think we need to get a little bit more aggressive on the boards, and especially block out on the defensive board.
Lee with the steal. Glowacki picks it up. Close, but no over and back there.
Well, an over and back. Both feet have to be across the half-court line, plus the ball dribbled once, so he was okay and correctly. No call by the official.
Kostomski feeds Joel Bergeson inside. His shot just misses. Foul on Lake City.
Nice pass by Jamie. Got the ball inside, and that would have been a nice three-point play, but it didn't go. But that was a nice, quick pass by Jamie. He got the ball and got rid of it real quick. And there's a couple of times now we've gotten the ball inside, so if we can keep on doing that, hopefully we can get some momentum going.
Yeah, that was the key there, Randy. You got the ball right away to Joel, and Joel put up the shot. He's now got a couple shots. First one's up, and that's in. Bergeson's second shot's up and good, too, so now Cotter's up by 2, 19-17. Bremer with the ball. Jim Wittenheiser.
Well, Lake City's running a very patient patterned offense, similar to the shuffle that Cotter runs, but it's a variation, and where they set pick slow and a man pops out the top off a double screen, but they're very patient with it, and they really haven't taken a bad shot tonight, and I think that shows the coaching and the patience that Coach Schneider has put into the Lake City team, and they're playing really well. They don't look like a team that's lost 3 games like you mentioned earlier, Tom.
Yeah, they are patient there. The Ramblers playing good defense, though. Shot there by Stewart, that's no good. Jeff Glowacki comes down with the rebound for Cotter.
They had the open shot, a 10-foot shot, it just didn't go. Showed very good patience.
Jamie now gets a quick pass into Joel Bergeson once again, but that goes out of bounds, and it's the Tigers' ball. Another quick pass, though, by Jamie.
Another quick pass by Jamie, and I think an overpass by Joel. He was open and probably should have shot the ball, but that's something we could probably see easier than he could.
Stewart with the shot, that's going to be no good. Rebound by Bergeson. So now it looks like Cotter's taking care of the boards in the last couple minutes here of this ball game.
We've done a better job on the defensive boards. Need to do something offensively.
Right off the hands of Glowacki, but looks like Cotter will retain possession on that one as it goes off Tigers.
I think Matt Malley has gone in for Jamie Kostomski. I think we got some real quality minutes out of Jamie in that time he was in. He made a couple of real nice passes. Should have had 2 assists, really. Did a real good job, and that's good quality time from Jamie.
Foul is on Stewart. That's his second personal, but Lee drives the middle once again for 2 more points.
Nice move by High. Good quick move. Good quick first step.
Just a little over 1 minute left to go in the second quarter here. Glowacki almost comes up with a steal. That's 8 points by Bill Dahlman, who had the ball. Takes a long shot again. That's short. Galkowski, 3 Cotter guys right around the boards on that one, Randy.
A good job of boxing out there, and I think it's important, and we have some kind of lead going into halftime tonight. We can't let Lake City get in the ballgame and get momentum over the halftime.
Just 30 seconds left to go in the second quarter.
I think we look for the Ramblers to take 1 shot, unless it's an outstanding shot right now. You want to go in with halftime with no worse than a 4-point lead and possibly a 6-point lead.
Ferguson's inbound the ball to Glowacki, and Glowacki gets a bucket and a foul.
Nice inside play, nice inside passing by Bergeson, and a nice strong move after a good head fake by Jeff Glowacki. And this should give us a lot of momentum going into the halftime, and I think that's something as a coach you'd be concerned about. Right now, you've made the big play, the possible 3-point play, so that could be a big turnaround.
Rothgarden. Brent Rothgarden now checks in the game for the Tigers as Jeff Glowacki attempts a 3-point play. Shot's no good. Rebound by the Tigers. That's Dahlman with the ball. Excuse me, Steve Bremer. Just 5 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Galkowski to Maley. And that ends the first half of play. 23-17. Not a safe lead. Only 6 points, Randy.
No, it's not a safe lead, but it looks a lot better than it did when we were behind. And I think we had momentum going at the end of the half, and that could be a very important factor. And hopefully we can continue as we come out to start that second half.
6-point lead for Cotter now. You mentioned earlier that we want to have the biggest lead possible going into the break. So Cotter now, who has a record of 7-1, 3-0 in conference. Cotter basketball, second half action will continue after these messages.
Firestone's drive-over sale continues with a coast-to-coast clearance. 4 season steel blum radials, P155 ADR 13 white walls from $28.95. Plus, save up to 30% on MasterCare service tune-ups. Save $20 on Extra Life 60-month batteries.
Keep you moving on the go now. Driving force is Firestone.
Drive on over, Winona. To Bauer Built Tires, your Firestone dealer in Winona. And look for Bauer by the Tower in Goodview.
Firestone.
Kennedy Business Systems, a team of personnel dedicated to full service and support for every product we sell. From the IBM electronic typewriters to Canon personal copiers, NEC microcomputer systems, and now Epson computers and printers. We handle a complete line of accessories and software to satisfy every need. Interested in a computer for your home or office? See a demonstration and check out our complete educational facilities at Kennedy Business Systems. Now in our new location at 111 Main in downtown Winona. Service is our business.
You're watching Group W Cable Studio 6, serving Winona with the finest in local programming. You're watching Winona, Studio 6 coverage of local basketball 1985.
Tonight, the third in a series of 6 planned cable casts as Winona Cotter Senior High School battles Lake City Senior High School.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Kennedy Business Systems at 111 Main Street in Winona. By Bauer Built Tires, look for Bauer by the Tower in Goodview. By Winona Glove Factory Outlet Stores at 416 East 2nd Street in Winona. By Face the Music in the Winona Ball. And by McVeigh's, newly remodeled at 451 Huff Street, Winona. Winona Basketball, 1985.
Everyone loves music, and everyone loves low prices. At Face the Music, the two just go together. Not only do we carry the most up-to-date selection of rock, classical, country, and jazz, we carry all your favorite rock accessories like T-shirts and jerseys, buttons, ties, posters, hats, and more. You can always pick up a bargain in the budget bin, and we pay cash for your used records. Once you get your records, take good care of them with complete record care accessories from Face the Music. Face the Music, Rochester, Winona, and now in Mason City.
Winona Glove Factory Outlet is here to help you enjoy your skiing this winter and stay warm while you do it. With Hot Fingers, gloves from Wells Lamont, Dolphin ski gloves, and Conroy gloves and mittens. Cold ears are no fun. Warm them up with snow blazers. Knit headwear of high bulk Orlon in 8 great colors. Don't forget that old standby rag wool knit caps with or without pom-pom. No matter what your winter sport, everyone needs to stay warm. Do it with hats, gloves, and mittens from Winona Glove Factory Outlet, 416 East 2nd Street, Winona.
I'm Tom Hanson along with Randy Rosowski, about ready for the second half action. Randy, some quick thoughts on the first half.
Well, quick thoughts. A good patient offense by both teams. Good defense. A typical low-scoring game. Expect pretty much the same the second half.
Cotter leads it so far, 23-17. Just about to get underway in the second quarter. I mentioned earlier tonight, Lake City and Cotter met in 2 previous games, the junior varsity game, which Randy was the fortunate head coach of the winners. They won 46-34, up their record now 6-4 overall.
Well, another good win and good ball game. We played well. We're improving week by week, and that's what you hope to do for any time as a coach. You hope to improve game by game.
Freshman team also played Lake City. They won 49-44. head coach Mike Lee for Cotter has this team at 8-2, and the big scorer was Dave Junker for Cotter.
He's coming off an arm injury. He got a broken wrist in practice, and they're a fine team. They've got a lot of talent and should be looking for good things for them next year also.
But this is the varsity Winona Cotter Ramblers taking on Lake City Tigers. 23-17. The third quarter's underway. That's the Tigers with the ball. Jay Balo.
I think good anticipation by John there on the tip. We've had the much taller player in the jump circle, but they control the ball.
Dahlman, who had 8 points for the Tigers, might be the man to keep the eye on here in the third quarter.
Well, he's a good shooter, and if he gets hot, he's a good streak shooter, and he'll make the open shot if you give it to him.
He was a high scorer for Lake City in the first 2 quarters of play. They start out with Dahlman, Bremer, Seward, Winheiser, and Balo, the first 5 that started. Shot taken there by Winhauser, no good, but Dahlman with the rebound.
We got caught down low, didn't switch very well on the down low pick. Didn't box out, gave up an offensive rebound, and that's big momentum now. Lake City gets the first basket. That's what you want to do. If you're behind, come out and get that first basket.
Lake City now putting on a little front court pressure. 23-19 is the score. Cotter out there has Glowacki, high lead. Matt Maley. There's Jeff Glowacki who will score to Joel Bergeson.
Good strong move by Glowacki inside, and he makes those layups. That's what you have to do.
6-point lead once again, 25-19 for the Ramblers. Seward in the ball, covered by Galkowski. Balo with the jumper, a little off balance, no good. Maley gets the rebound.
I would have to say that's one of the few poor shots Lake City has taken. I think they forced that shot a little bit.
Lake City with their 2-3 zone to start the second half is the same way they have played the first half.
I don't think you'll see anything different from Lake City in that, other than that 2-3 zone. They might run a little pressure out top, but they'll drop back to that 2-3 zone.
Galkowski trying to dribble the center there, no good. Passing the ball is the key there, Randy, and Galkowski with the shot.
Yep, and an offensive rebound. We've stretched the lead here a little bit. Got the ball inside once, missed an outside shot, but got the offensive rebound, and now we put the pressure on the Tigers. They're going to need to score, need to come down and score their next trip down the court, so we put the pressure on down. I think this is the way Coach O'Brien would like to have started, and I think he couldn't ask for a better start after that first basket by Lake City.
Ferguson with a chance for a three-pointer, no good. Glowacki went up with a shot, but that was blocked. Stolen there. That's Bremer with the ball. He hits Dahlman. The foul's going to be called, but Randy, we go back down on the other side. You pointed out last game, you don't want to try to save the ball down on your other.
We've seen it twice now where a player has saved the ball in his own defensive basket. He threw it right back into an offensive player underneath the basket. And that's one tip I picked up from Coach Nett is he'd rather take your chances, just let him set up the offense and go from there if you're unsure. And you never know, the ref might give it to you.
22, the high scorer, Bill Dahlman, who has 10 points. He's at the free throw line. Speltz, who saw some action in the first half, comes in to replace Maley. Second shot by Dahlman's good. 27-20, Cotter 7-point lead.
Well, Lake City's running a 2-2-1 three-quarter court trap, and they're looking to create a turnover, not so much to steal as to get you to create a turnover. Nice pass by Eiley.
Eiley with the perfect pass. Rittenhauser gets down there. About the only thing he could do was foul Jeff Glowacki.
And a good foul, too. He kept him from making the layup. A nice pass, good position by Jeff, and really a good foul because he kept him from making the really sure 2 points on the layup.
It's Winheiser's second foul. Glowacki shooting 2. No problem with the first one. That's 7 points for Jeff so far in tonight's ball game. Second one likewise. 8 points now for Glowacki. It's Bill Dahlman with the ball. big man over on the left side. Seward. Bremer.
Seeing good patient offense here by Lake City again. They need to get a good shot, and they've got it right there.
That was 40 Seward with the shot. That was off the front of the rim, but Joel Bergeson hauls down the rebound.
And good patient offense. They got the shot they wanted, just didn't get it to fall.
Hiley, the shot, that's no good. Taken right out of the hands of Jeff Glowacki with Balo. Darman with the shot. He scores once again. That's his 13th point of tonight's game.
I think you see the ability that Bill Dahman has. He's a real fine player.
Fine shooter. Nice touch.
Shot the ball off the dribble real well. He's a good rhythm shooter.
There's that front court pressure that Randy was talking about. Hiley dishes it off to Glowacki at the last second. Little off balance. No call is made there by the referees.
Nice pass. Just didn't get the ball to go.
Shot by Bremer, one of the few we've seen him take in the whole game. That's no good. Tiger fans want Joel to get a traveling call on that one as he was on his back.
That was close. It was close.
Almost
Could have been called.
The foul on Seward. That'll be his fourth personal foul.
I think that's key there. I don't think Lake City has much depth, and the Seward boy in foul trouble could have hurt them. A good hustle by Jeff Glowacki there to save the ball on a kind of an errant pass.
Spelt's throwing it to really nobody out there, but the Galkowski quick enough to get it before it went out of bounds. Jim with the pass to Hiley. His shot. Hiley gets his second bucket of the night.
High is probably a better shooter than most people would think.
Lake City chooses to take a timeout as they're down by 9 points here, 31-22. Cotter's been able to expand their 6-point lead they had at halftime to 9 points, so Coach O'Brien must be happy with that padded lead they now have.
Well, I think so far that you would like to build on that lead. We've built it out to 9 points, and from this point, yeah, at the worst, you'd be happy to trade baskets with them, but you'd hope to build on a lead. But now you're in the position where you put a lot of pressure on Lake City to score, especially if you make a shot. They have the pressure to come down and score to stay in the ball game. Because if we get it into double figures, 10, 12, 13, 14 points, they're under a lot of pressure. I don't know if they had the ability to come back from a 13, 14-point deficit.
Cotter's leading the very balanced attack so far in tonight's game, Randy. The leading scorer is Jeff Glowacki, who has 7, but he's also tied with Joel Bergeson, who's got 7, and it goes on from there. Cotter's got 5 or 6 guys with about the same number of points.
Well, I think you're seeing that Cotter is really balanced scoring. Anybody on any given night could be the leading scorer. We don't run an offense, look for one person as a shooter. So we're capable of anybody on any given night to put the ball in the hole, and I think that's what you need. A lot of teams look to one player, and if that player's an off night, they're in trouble. But we're capable of anybody taking a lead and being that leading scorer for us on a night.
Meanwhile, on the other side, the Tigers only have 3 guys who scored points in tonight's ball game. There's one of them, Jim Windheiser. There's Bremer with the shot. That's no good. Powerful rebound by Glowacki.
One shot. I think we're seeing Lake City now held to one shot. As last week, the Electric Tremple had only 3 players really carried the scoring load for them. But I think you're seeing why Cotter is rated in the top 3 teams in the state and has that 7-1 record. They're a balanced team. Anybody can score for them. They've got a good bench. And, they're going to be tough to beat. They're going to have to play a good ball game to beat them.
Well, the team's played a long time together, Randy, and they get good cohesive group there.
They've played together since the 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, and it shows. They're real familiar with each other, and they're everything you can ask for in a team. They got a good height, outside shooting, good quickness. How far they want to go depends on how hard they're willing to apply themselves.
Bergeson with the shot. Nice patient offense by the Ramblers, passing the ball.
I think that's one of our better offensive sequences over the whole season. We've passed the ball real well, so good patience and got the ball down low, and we've got that lead now to double figures, and so the pressure now is on Lake City to score here.
good high percentage shot there down the other end by Bergeson. As Glowacki hauls down another rebound for the Ramblers.
Well, they're holding him to one shot, and again, I don't think a good shot, an off-balance shot. If we score here, I think you might see Lake City possibly take another timeout.
Wide open is Glowacki. No shot. It was a foul underneath. Pushing off foul because Glowacki was wide open under the bucket.
I think we're getting the ball inside. I think one thing that might be a factor now is Lake City's only played 6 players, and that 6th man played for only about 2 minutes. Lake City looks a little tired right now. The bigger floor, playing 6 men exclusively, I think is starting to catch up with them a little bit.
4 team fouls now for Lake City. Ferguson's shot's no good, but the Ramblers retain possession. 11-point lead for the Ramblers, 33-22. Once again, we see Brent Rothgard come in for the Tigers. He's been just about the only substitution that they've had tonight.
Well, I don't think Lake City is a very deep team. I wouldn't look for them to do a whole lot of substituting. And fatigue could be a factor and if they have to work real hard to get back in the game.
Glowacki's shot no good, but Bergeson, if you look like, had a rebound. Loose ball, but Joel does pick it up.
A good effort by Joel. He stuck with it and got down on the floor for the ball.
Galkowski inside to Bergeson, no good. Foul. Looks like it'll be on Brent Rothgarn. That'll be his first.
I think one thing that's happened, Tom, here in the last few sequences down the floor, we've gotten the ball inside, we've gotten the shot from 3, 4, or 5 feet. And I think that's a big factor now. We're getting the close-in shots, the high percentage shots, and that's why we've been able to expand on the lead now. An opportunity here to go up by 13.
Ferguson will now move to the line, shooting a 1-and-1 situation. Ramblers 11-point lead, just a little over a minute and a half exactly to go here in the third quarter. First shot no good. Rebound right away by Galkowski, and he was hammered.
Well, another offensive rebound, and Wittenheiser has come back in the game. He's got a quick rest, and the 6th man has gone out. And again, I don't think Lake City is very deep. And Coach Snyder tried to get a Wittenheiser a little rest there, but he's going to go with those 5 players basically the rest of the ball game.
3-7 overall. Lake City 0-3 in the conference. Glowacki with the rebound. He puts it up off the front of the rim. Loose ball. Looks like another foul. Is that it? But this one on Cotter.
Yeah, and a rare miss on the free throw by Galkowski. I think that's only his 3rd miss this year. Over a 90% free throw, and that's really a rare miss. A good form shooter, and he will hit 90% on the year, I'm sure.
It'll be interesting if they just start taking shots from anywhere here, Randy, to try and get back in the ball game, or if they're still going to be patient and get those good shots.
I think they'll still be patient. There's a lot of time left. Over 9 minutes yet to go in the ball game, and they're showing good patience right now. And I think if they try to force it, they could be in trouble.
Glowacki, nice steal. Has 2 guys with him. Somehow he shot it, he tipped it in, and he was fouled. Nice super play by Jeff Glowacki.
Great second effort. He got fouled going up and had the real presence of the mind to tip the ball to get it up to the basket. And this is a great individual effort by Jeff. Great hustle on the steal and great hustle down the floor.
Fans giving him a great appreciation by a round of applause. Standing ovation there for Jeff Glowacki, who made a super play. He's in double digits now, 11 points.
Jeff is really playing well. He played well last weekend against Pacelli and Gay Electric, and he's playing well tonight. And now we can really say we're looking at 3 players who are capable of really scoring: Glowacki, Bergeson, and Galkowski. And it's going to make the Ramblers a lot tougher. It gives you another player to be really concerned about.
Super play by Glowacki. His first shot was no good, but he managed to tip the rebound in somehow with one of his loose hands. Another powerful rebound.
Well, Jeff is doing it on both ends of the floor right now, and he's playing up, right to his capabilities and perhaps a little more. But he's an excellent jumper, and he's really working hard. And it's really a joy to watch someone work that hard out there.
Under 20 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Cotter with a 14-point lead now, 36-22. Galkowski is in the lane. Kiley will get the loose ball. Turnaround jumper, no good. Taken right away by Bill Dahlman. Only 3 seconds to go. Tiger shot, though, at the buzzer was no good. Nice third period by Ramblers.
A good third period, good hustle. We managed to expand on the lead. We've got it to double digits. I don't think you can ask for anything more of that quarter, really.
Cotter basketball will continue after these messages.
Everyone loves music, and everyone loves low prices. At Face the Music, the two just go together. Not only do we carry the most up-to-date selection of rock, classical, country, and jazz, we carry all your favorite rock accessories like T-shirts and jerseys, buttons, ties, posters, hats, and more. You can always pick up a bargain in the budget bin, and we pay cash for your used records. Once you get your records, take good care of them with complete record care accessories from Face the Music. Face the Music, Rochester, Winona, and now in Mason City.
Firestone's drive-over sale continues with a coast-to-coast clearance. 4-season steel blend radials, P155 ADR 13 white walls from $28.95. Plus, save up to 30% on Master Care service tune-ups. Save $20 on Extra Life 60-month batteries.
Keep you moving on the go now. Driving force is Firestone.
Drive on over, Winona. To Bauer Built Tires, your Firestone dealer in Winona. And look for Bauer by the Tower in Goodview.
Firestone.
I'd say the third quarter belonged to Jeff Gloak to the Ramblers.
Oh, he seemed to be the dominant player in that quarter, making plays at both ends of the floor, stealing the ball. Well, I don't think you could ask Jeff to do anything more than he did that quarter.
Starts off the fourth quarter all right by getting the ball to one of his teammates, Matt Malley. Brings the ball up slowly. Cotter's not going to be in too much a hurry here in the fourth quarter with a 14-point lead.
I think we'll see a lot of patience now, and Lake City has extended the defense. Nice pass inside.
Perfect pass by Galkowski. Ferguson was wide open under the bucket.
We looked to the open man, hit that open man real well.
Cotter now kind of opening up this ball game, 16 points. Started out a little slow, but the Ramblers took charge after about the first period.
And I think if we hold Lake City down here without a basket and come back and score, we might see a timeout if we score down this end. The game's getting away from a little bit, and I think Coach Snyder might be taking a timeout, in particular if we score down this end of the floor.
Still inexperience showing right there, Randy, and Sean Nelson, that came in off the bench, committed the turnover there for the Tigers.
Well, he got caught. He picked up his dribble out high and no one to pass the ball to, and it's one thing you don't want to use up a dribble if you don't have to.
Glowacki going right to the bucket, but he's fouled there by Winhauser, and that's going to be his fourth personal foul.
Oh, just a real nice pass there by Matt Malley. Got the ball out and passed it inside, and Glowacki was wide open. I think Lake City's going to need to take a timeout pretty soon.
Now in the 1-on-1 situation for the rest of the game, so that's not going to hurt the Ramblers at all. Each time a foul is committed, they're going to go to the line.
And Lake City may have to fall to try to get the ball back.
12 points now for Jeff Glowacki in this ball game. Makes that 13 points.
Jeff's playing a fine ball game. I think this is probably his best effort of the year. He's played both ends of the floor and just done an excellent, excellent job tonight. And I'm sure Coach O'Brien has got to be very, very pleased with what he's done tonight.
That's Nelson. It's Bill Dahlman, the high scorer for the Tigers. He hits his now has 15 points.
Came off the pick and he squared up to the basket nice, and I think you can really see there he's a fine shooter. He's capable of putting the ball in the hole.
Right to the bucket. No good. Dahlman with the ball. He starts the Tigers down on a 3-on-3. Wittenheiser fakes, goes up, gets Ferguson up in the air. No good. Looks like Ferguson's going to be called for a foul.
Foul on Bergeson, a good head fake, and one thing as a defensive player, you tell him not to leave your feet, to keep your feet on the floor, and he went for the head fake. But Joel has played well tonight, and Mark Drussel has come in the game, and this is his first action since he sprained his ankle, so it'll be interesting to see how he performs.
I think he'll be favoring that ankle at all.
I think it healed up real well for him. I don't think he'd be playing if he was favoring it, but we'll have to see how it goes and see how he reacts on it.
That foul by Joel Bergeson, that's only the third team foul in the second half, so the Ramblers in no foul trouble at all in tonight's game. Dahlman with the shot, no good. Rebound there by Nelson. He took another step, a little inexperience showing.
Yeah, inexperience showing, and a first time out on the floor tonight, and it'll take him a while to get in the flow of the game.
Front court pressure now by the Tigers. Cotter doesn't look like they're having any problems with it. Hiley almost threw away the ball, but Jeff Glowacki was managed to get his hands on it. Just 6 minutes left to go in tonight's ball game. Another foul on the Tigers, 5-0. That's John Balo's third foul. Fifth personal, excuse me.
I think they called it on Seward, Tom. The official said 4-0, and I think it looked like 5-0, but he called it on Seward. That's his fifth. He had 4 in the first half. And now they're in a position, I don't see Coach Schneider isn't going to take him out. We get into that no foul-out rule with the free throws now.
Why don't you explain that for a little bit, Randy, if you would.
Okay, now if Seward should happen to commit the 6th foul, whoever he fouled on the Ramblers would shoot 2 free throws, we get the ball to bounce. But while we were shooting the free throws, no one would be allowed in the lane because there's no need to. There'd be no rebound to get. You get 2 automatic free throws plus the ball to bounce. So just like a technical foul.
So as Randy was explaining all that, Cotter managed to score 3 more points. So, wrong technical thing, but...
Well, it's a new rule at the high school league. We're the experimental state this year, the only state in the union with this experiment. And it's something different. It's a change in the game that you have to be prepared for.
Glowacki playing a tremendous defensive game, also managed to make the steal there all by himself.
Well, this is the best ball game I have seen Jeff play, and I think the way he's capable of playing, this is what we expected from Jeff, but he's really doing a tremendous job, just working so hard both ends of the floor.
Malkowski with the ball now. 3 Tigers right around him. Ramblers in no hurry here with a score 43-24. Second was on 53 for Cotter. That's Mark Drussel. That's his first personal foul.
I think he got called pushing inside, trying to get position inside.
Lake City now electing to call a timeout by Coach Jerry Snyder. Jerry's going to have to come up with something real soon here if he wants to get his team back in the ballgame.
Well, I think it's a case now where you can see that Cotter has much more of the natural ability and talent. And Lake City was playing very hard in the first half and probably playing above their ability. But there's a point where hustle can only get you so far, but when you've got the ability, you're making the shots, and we're not letting him get the ball inside. There's no second shots now, and we're getting numerous opportunities inside, both off the rebound and off the offense, and so we're getting the good shots, and it makes it a lot easier when you're taking 5-footers instead of 20-footers.
Cotter leads 43-24. Looks like they have the opportunity to raise that overall record to 8-1, Randy, 4-0 in conference, and that's the conference. That's the important thing for the Ramblers.
Well, we've been in the Mississippi Valley Conference, now in the Hiawatha Valley Conference. We haven't lost a conference championship in, I think, 10 years, and so we're on the way to winning another one, and that's impressive, but we've had some awfully good talent, and of course, Coach Ned had the dynasty, the winningest coach, and now Michael Bryan is carrying on, and he's got the Ramblers playing good ball tonight, and hopefully we can continue that. You know, that's something that you want to continue, that tradition. We've got that great basketball tradition.
Back to action here in the fourth quarter. That's Bill Donnelly who'll take the jumper. No good. Jeff Glowacki, another rebound for the Ramblers. He's mainly at the baseline. Dressel with a fake. Gets his own rebound. Good determination by Mark, but he missed the second shot also.
Now he got fouled, but good second effort out there. And Jeff Glocke, what can you say? He's made some plays tonight that make up a whole season highlight film. He's just played an outstanding game, and you can't say anything more. It's just repetitive, but he's done an outstanding job.
Gussel's first shot at the free throw is good. That's his first point. Brent Rothgard now comes into the ball game, replaces number 40, Jim Seward, who had the 5 personal fouls. Dahlman, who's got 15 points, is their big scorer, number 22. He's got the ball now. Whittheiser with the shot. That's good.
Oh, it's the first basket I think he's made since the first quarter. We've managed to shut him down. He was hot early, but we played pretty good defense on him, and that's the first basket he's gotten, so we can't be too, have to be real satisfied with that. You can't complain too hard about a player getting a basket in the fourth quarter after that much time.
Jalkowski with a couple nice moves there, but lost the ball due to a foul.
I think he got hit in the face in the lane. He got really hit in the face, and I think he's okay, but it'll eyes the water for a little bit.
So Jim, who shoots over 90%, like Randy says, at the free throw line, is ready to shoot a 1-on-1 situation. Cotter now with a couple substitutions. Jamie Gostowski comes in, and also Tony Stelp. But Gostowski's really going to be the only man on this team next year who's had really much of experience.
All right, we're a senior-dominated team, and it's good that Jamie gets the experience, but we'll be looking to the rest of the juniors and the sophomores coming off the B squad to carry the load because we're a senior-dominated team. We're playing 7 of the 8 first players are seniors, and so it's going to be an inexperienced team next year.
Jalkowski with a couple free throws there. He now has 10 points in tonight's ball game. That's Bremer with the ball. Balo. No good by Dahlman. Another rebound by Glowacki. Jamie with the pass, little off the mark as it goes out of bounds.
Good pass, but a little long, and Glowacki's coming out. I think he's pretty tired, but he played a tremendous game. He should be tired. He worked real hard tonight.
Might mention here also, Randy, that it seems like the turnovers have really been, they haven't had a lot tonight.
I think this has got to be one of our better nights in terms of the number of turnovers. We haven't had very many at all. Very few turnovers tonight.
Bailout with the turnaround jumper, no good. Wittenheiser scores, but he was fouled.
A nice second effort by Wittenheiser to stick with the ball and to get the ball to go in.
He's just the second player to get in double figures for the Tigers, and now has 11 points. There's 3:18 left to go in tonight's game. Cotter has a big lead, 46-28. Wittenheiser shot's no good. Bailout takes a shot, no good, but Joel Bergeson with the rebound. Jalkowski has that one stolen by Bremer. He goes all the way down court and lays it up and in.
All right, Jim got caught there with a bad pass. Didn't anticipate the man being there.
Bremer's first bucket of the game. Jamie with a little trouble there. They kind of pressed him. He lost the ball. Turnover for Cotter. Dahlman now with the ball. Wittenheiser's shot. That's up, no good. Tigers remain possession.
Well, the Tigers have really worked very hard now. Really stuck with it.
Coach O'Brien choosing to take a timeout here with 2:34 left to go here in the fourth quarter.
I think the Tigers have really worked hard here the last couple of minutes and gotten a couple of quick turnovers, but I think it might be a case of too little too late. 19-point lead or 20 points is going to be a little much for them to come back from. unless we happen to turn the ball over a lot. But it's a good all-out effort tonight, I think, by the Ramblers. And I think you got to give a lot of credit to Lake City. They played real hard, and they made it a ball game, at least for the first half and the first couple minutes of the third quarter. But a little too much talent by the Ramblers, really. And Lake City has worked hard. Coach Snyder has tried a lot of things, but we've reacted well and really rebounded well again tonight. But until the last couple minutes, it really had the turnovers under control.
Well, after the first quarter, the Ramblers didn't have it in their pocket. The score is only 11-9, so Lake City is very much in the ball game at that point. Even at halftime, they were only down by 6, 23-17.
Well, we played a great third quarter, and Glowacki really led us in the third quarter, and that put us in the position able to go out and do some things in the fourth quarter to build on that lead. And it was a good quarter for the Ramblers, probably one of the better quarters we've played.
Kramer with the shot, long shot, top of the key is good. That's his second bucket of the game, 4 points.
That was the set play out of bounds, and they set a pick at the free throw line and break the man off the pick. That's a set play and a nice play run by the Tigers. And then Coach Snyder called that before the play.
Oh, it was a foul. I thought it was on Lake City, but it's going to be on Cotter. Kevin Choke's now going to go to the line.
I thought Kevin had fouled. I thought they were going to call Kevin for the foul, but I guess the officials saw it a little bit differently than the angle we were at. And I really thought they were going to call the foul on Kevin as he hustled back to kind of prevent a turnover there.
First shot no good, but Mr. Right spot at the right time was there for that one.
Yeah, he happened to come around and get into position on the weak side, and the ball got tipped, and he was right there, right spot at the right time.
Winheiser fakes the shot, drives the bucket, gets his own rebound for 2 more points. Right off the hands of Kevin Choke, he really didn't have too much control of it. Dahlman, long jumper, 2 more points for Dahlman. He's got 17 points, high score of the game.
Well, we're a little out of control here. We're not handling this pressure very well, and of course we don't have the first team in there. We got a few of them, but we're not handling the pressure real well.
3-on-1 for the Ramblers. Bergerson going up. He's got a chance for a 3-point play as he was fouled there by Bill Dahlman.
Nice play by Joel. Stuck with it real well. I hope he isn't hurt.
Get him out of the game! 13 points for Joel as he's slowly getting up off the ground there. He was hit pretty hard.
He got hit by 54. Rothgard, and he's a big boy. He probably weighs 50 pounds more than Joel does.
Just a little over a minute and a half left to go in the fourth quarter. Bergerson shot, no good. 13 points for Joel in tonight's game.
Joel's played a fine game, and I think we've played a fine game. Really worked hard on the turnovers. We've had about 4 of them here in the last 2 minutes, which is going to make the stats look a little deceiving, but for the most part, we hadn't really turned the ball over. And Choke again in the right place at the right time. You know, and it looks like he's been a little bit lucky there, but that's just hard work. He had come off the free throw line the last time, and now he rolled again to the weak side. And you're not going to get that shot if you don't work and move, and he did, and he got that nice shot.
Ferguson with the big rebound. That's what Kevin, the last 2 ball games I've seen him play, that's exactly how he plays.
Yeah, he's going to get a lot of garbage. He's a garbage-type player, but you have to have those. And a lot of people think that they're lucky, but it's really from a hustle. It's a hustle play. Yeah.
1 minute exactly as now Cotter brings in a couple players, Maley, who started the game, and also number 13, checks into the ball game. Mark Thien.
Mark Thien, he also is coming off a sprained ankle, and see how he reacts on it. I talked to him earlier in the week. He said it wasn't healing up too well, but Thursday he felt a lot better, so we'll see how he is.
Tigers also bring in some new players, too, into the ball game. That's Velo, though. He scored. That's his 4th point in tonight's ball game.
Good effort by Tony Speltzer. I don't think he was expecting that pass, but he stuck with it.
Foul on Lake City, I think, on that one play, Randy.
I think so. I think they got called double teaming and reaching in, and they need to get the ball somehow. But a good effort by both teams again tonight. I really think that both teams played very, very hard.
Cotter now has a few players checking into the game. 43, Steve Majeski's in the game. 41, Jeff Hunt. And there's another player in there too, Randy.
Mike Malley. Mike Malley, Matt's brother, come in.
Joel shot in and out. Taken there by the big man, Roskin.
Looks like a fumble recovery there by Bergeson. Seen enough of those during the football season.
How was the season?
Well, we won one game this year, but we beat Lake City in the homecoming, and our kids played real hard. We had a really good year, and it doesn't sound like when you say we won one game, but we only started out with 17 varsity players, so we're real pleased with what our kids achieved throughout the year.
Majority of those players coming back next year, Randy?
We have a few of them, and we should be improved, hopefully, over what we were this year.
17 seconds away from another Cotter victory, as their record will then boost up to 8-1 overall. Balo's shot, that's up and good for him.
Nice shot by Balo. He squared up the basket, and I think they called a foul on Mike Malley underneath. I think he got caught pushing or holding underneath.
Lake City will drop 0-4 in conference play right now. And the Ramblers will be just the opposite, turn those numbers over, 4-0 in the Hiawatha League. Balo fell down, but he kept his dribble going. Roskin with the shot, no good.
They got a foul on number 20, I believe, for Lake City. A good hustle by Mike Drussel, Mark's brother, who's now in the ballgame for the Ramblers. He's junior off last year's B squad, and hopefully he can grow a little bit and be as big as Mark is. And both the Drussel boys have good jumping ability.
That was the first foul on Chris Heimer, who's just seen some action for the Lake City Tigers. That's Mike Drussel getting his first point of the ball game. Second shot's also good for the reserves, also good shooting free throw.
You bet. Did a nice job.
Long shot, no good. Final score. Winona Cotter 54. Lake City Ramblers, Lake City Tigers 40. So the Ramblers now with a 14-point victory boost the record now to 8-1 overall, 3-0 in the conference. Group W cable coverage of Cotter basketball will continue after these messages.
Winona Glove Factory Outlet is here to help you enjoy your skiing this winter and stay warm while you do it. With Hot Fingers, gloves from Wells Lamont, Dolphin ski gloves.
Players, either a continuous full court pressure, perhaps a half-court trap.
Ramblers have had about a 10-point lead throughout the first, second, and now the third quarter. So we'll have more of Cotter basketball right after these messages. The ball, he takes a